Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you very much. I'll be extremely brief, especially by my own standards. President Donald Trump has taken steps to rebuild the American economy with tax cuts and deregulation and energy openings and trade reform, and has reinstilled the spirit of growth, prosperity, entrepreneurship. And today we're going to celebrate a part of his program coming out of the tax bill. These are the opportunity and revitalization zones, opportunity zones, which I think are going to grow and prosper almost more than anybody believes. It's almost like a sleeper, but get ready, from private investment capital, right? Private investment capital, the old-fashioned way, and folks, men and women, starting their own businesses. It'll be in the cities, and it'll be in the rural areas, and my great hope is it'll take this great Trump prosperity into every nook and cranny of the American economy, something we've really never seen before. So, just my great honor to serve and my great honor to introduce President Donald Trump.
Thank you very much. Please sit down, please. It's a great honor. I want to thank Larry. He's been fantastic. We've had a lot of good luck together over the years, and he stepped up to the plate, and we're zooming, and our country's doing well with the hottest economy in the world. We're by far the biggest economy in the world. We weren't. When I first came, it was heading in the wrong direction, and now we're in the right direction. Our trade deal with China is moving along, and it's moving along nicely, and we're asking for a lot of things, and I have a feeling we'll be successful, and it'll be good for both countries, but that's moving along quite well. You'll be hearing about it very, very shortly. Today, we are proud to be joined by state and local leaders from both parties, including mayors and county commissioners, people I know very well in some cases, I hate to say it, probably shouldn't admit it, people I've dealt with in my pre-life. And there are a lot of professionals, I will tell you. I know very well what you do, and they're great professionals, not easy. Economic development officers and tribal leaders and entrepreneurs and faith leaders. Paula White, thank you very much. You've been so helpful. Thank you, Paula. Pastor Paula. She's fantastic. Thank you all for pouring your heart and your soul into rebuilding our communities and restoring hope in every part of our great land. That's what's happening. We're here to celebrate opportunity zones, and who would have thought this was going to be so successful? Who would have thought when we first proposed the idea? They said, well, things like this have been talked about, but it never happened. But the numbers are incredible, what's happened in a very short period of time. It's really a crucial part of our new tax law to help low-income Americans. As you know, this vital provision gives businesses a massive incentive to invest and create jobs in our nation's most underserved communities. I want to thank Secretary Steve Mnuchin and Secretary Ben Carson, who were right here, and they are. They're waving to me through the door. And that's okay. Just stay there, fellas. They've already heard from me. And they're doing a great job, those two. And for their tireless work on behalf of nearly 35 million Americans living in opportunity zones. Tremendous community. Since we passed our historic tax cuts and reforms just over 1 year ago, wages are rising fast, and they're rising most quickly for the lowest income Americans. You know, you keep hearing about for the wealthy. It's not the wealthy. It's for, frankly, if you look at it, blue-collar workers, lower income people are rising the fastest. African American unemployment, Hispanic American unemployment, Asian American unemployment have reached the lowest levels in the history of our country. That's great, right? New jobless claims are the lowest in 50 years. Private employers have added an average of more than 6,500 jobs every single day. Think of that. It's amazing. And something I'm very proud of and worked very hard with Jared and everybody on was judicial reform and to give inmates a second chance at life. We passed the bipartisan criminal justice reform. So many things have happened since that's happened. And very interestingly, one of the things that we've done that has helped this so much, prisoners coming out, people don't want to hire them. They just don't want to hire them. It's got something, stigma, call it whatever you want. They weren't being hired. This is for, I would say, since our founding. Very hard for prisoners. This is the best they've ever done by far. They're coming out and they're having not only job offers, but they're having choice. And employers are coming back and we sample them. I know some. And they are so thrilled with what they're getting. And I can't say in every case, because that's not the case no matter who you hire. But they are thrilled. I had one gentleman tell me, man, I know, a businessman, he said, I've hired some people coming out of prison I never thought I'd be doing, and I'm doing it, and they're some of the best employees I have. And that was done because the economy is so strong. Because, frankly, they're having a hard time getting people. And now they're taking people that they wouldn't have liked and they would have never taken, and they're putting them in, and they're finding them to be phenomenal. So it's never happened before like it's happening now. People coming out of prison are getting a second, and in some cases, a third chance. I've also signed the single largest bill to combat the opioid crisis to help free Americans from the scourge of addiction. There's never been anything like it. Over the last 10 years, what's going on is incredible. And we're stopping them much more so at the border. We will, as soon as the wall is built, we'll have a tremendous impact. And Border Patrol has been incredible. Kevin's doing a great job. We have an amazing group of people on the border. And Homeland Security generally. ICE has been incredible what they're doing. They're taking MS-13 out by the thousands who came into our country, the gangs, rough people, they're getting them out. So ICE has been unbelievable. And law enforcement generally has been just unbelievable, the job. You know, our numbers are way down, meaning in a positive way. Crime is down very substantially from even a year ago. And we want all Americans to share in our great economic renewal. That's why governors in all 50 states and the territories have designated 8,700 neighborhoods as opportunity zones. Hard to believe, 8,700. Household income in these communities is 37% less than the median income in a state as a whole, so it's 37% down, and we're catching them fast. In order to revitalize these areas, we've lowered the capital gains tax for long-term investment in opportunity zones all the way down to a very big, fat, beautiful number of zero. Zero. That's why they're looking and they're saying, no, I don't want to go there. Maybe I don't love the location, I don't want to go. Then they hear about the zero, they'll say, I think I'm going to go there. And then they start liking the location, right? A great football player. You are some player, huh? I'll never fight you, I promise. That'll never happen. Great player, Scott. Our goal is to rebuild homes, schools, businesses, and communities that need it the most. And we have just, I don't know, we've hit something that's very unusual. This is a very surprising thing to everybody, even to me to a certain extent. You know, you do things. Nobody thought it was going to catch on like it's caught on. So here with us today is the mayor of Vicksburg, Mississippi, George Flaggs, who over the last year has worked with private investors to save and create more jobs in the city. Where's George? George, stand up, please, George. Thank you very much. Thank you, George. Mayor Flaggs, I want to thank you for your tremendous partnership. You've really helped inspire us, I must say, and you have done an incredible job.